and see when they were going to come up. So it was just one after another. We have lots of great pictures on news10.net.
And you mentioned the freshwater and saltwater. That is a concern because if these whales stay in the freshwater for too long, their skin starts to deteriorate, and that could become even more of a problem. So it's really urgent to try and get them back out to sea. Now, some of our viewers have been asking, well, do these whales have much room here in the Deepwater Channel? Well, we have some statistics for you to talk about that. Based upon data from the state about the waterways, an average adult whale would fit into the 30-foot deep shipping channel, but not by much. I mean, these whales are 45 feet long and 20 feet long, respectively, and they only have about 200 feet to turn around in this turning point. So that's some difficulty for them. And then, of course, the river is much more narrow and not quite as deep. So they need to be navigated back out to the ocean. And again, we're hoping that this plan tomorrow will be successful. Now, of course, the curious are out. This is quite a sight and quite an event in Sacramento when you see whales up here. And our Alicia Malaby is on the other side of the river, or the port here. And Alicia, it appears from our vantage point that the crowds have just been growing by the minute over there.
It sure has, Jennifer. Hundreds of spectators are out here along the levee just south of the port to see the whales. I want to show you behind me how many people have been showing up just in the past hour to catch a glimpse of these whales. A lot of people getting off work, others seeing the coverage on the news, and they want to see the whales for themselves. Many are telling me that this is the best view they've ever had of the mammals right here in their own backyard.
Yeah, we've got whales up here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Spencer, look at that.
Wow.
Whale watching along a West Sacramento levee.
Oh my God!
This is just too cool.
A once-in-a-lifetime chance to see these magnificent mammals in the Sacramento River Deepwater Channel.
I've seen like their flippers and maybe a tail, I don't know.
I got it on camera.
There's this dorsal fin.
Oh my goodness!
With news vans lining the levee and helicopters above, they came by the hundreds, on foot and on wheels, toting babies, binoculars, and even dogs.
It's an opportunity that, you know, unless we paid to go out on a charter boat, where else are you going to see them up close like this and watch people try to help them out?
Maggie Scott of VACAVILLE pulled her son out of school to catch a glimpse of the mother humpback and her calf.
You know, it's pretty cool to come out here and miss school because, you know, come out here and watch a couple whales. You don't get to see that in a textbook.
There it is, it's staying up.
Others, like these homeschoolers, decided a class field trip was in order.
We're not on this part of science. We're at the end of our science book on the human body, but taking a detour is okay, and coming out to look at whales that wouldn't normally be here is pretty awesome.
Back out to the ocean, and they wish marine biologists luck in their efforts to get them back out to sea. In the meantime, West Sacramento PD is asking the public to stay away from the levees so they don't cause possible distress to the animals. But again, there is access to the levees on foot. There is no vehicle traffic. That has since been banned. Reporting live from West Sacramento, I'm Alicia Malaby. Jennifer, back to you.
All right, thank you, Alicia. And I know it's hard to resist the temptation to come out here and see these whales firsthand. What about the economic impact on the Port of Sacramento? Well, right now they have really halted all operations. There is only one ship here. It is a Chinese ship. It's called the Jin Quan. It's been unloading concrete, and they are still debating whether or not they want to try to move that ship out tonight or wait until after they begin their operations tomorrow to entice the whale. And as we give you some live shots from Air 10 again, let me just talk a little bit about the behavior of humpback whales and their singing. And I just think this is fascinating. They discovered that the humpback whales sing long, complex songs, and the ones in the North American population sing the same song. However, all the whales in the North American Pacific population, they sing them, but in other populations they sing different songs, and a typical song would last about 10 to 20 minutes, and it is repeated continuously for hours at a time, and it gradually changes from year to year. The singing whales are the males, and the songs may be part of their mating behavior. But from what we heard today, they're going to try to play some sounds, feeding sounds, that might entice these two whales, the mom and her calf, out tomorrow morning. But Dale and Christina, it's still a fascinating sight, and of course everyone is wishing for all the best that these whales get back out to the ocean safely.
You know, Jen, I think some species of whales can actually make sounds outside of the water. I suppose it's made through the blowhole or something, but what kind of sounds? Are you hearing anything like that, or is it mostly just the blowing and the splashing when they come out of the water?
We heard first the blowing sounds, but both Deborah Hoffman, she's going to come back in because just a little while ago we heard what sounded like that high squeal sound, almost like a dolphin makes.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that was from the whale, but it sure sounded like
It
the
did,
whale.
and all day actually we've been. When it was, a little calmer earlier, it wasn't as windy. We'd hear them. They were coming up right near us here. We have some great video of that. I'm sure it'll be on news10.net. But you can hear them, blowing through the blowholes one after another, and it's just, it gives you chills.
It does. And of course, as thrilling as it is, we all want the best outcome of this.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Jen and Deb.
California lawmakers want to help the National Guard increase their recruitment numbers. We'll tell you about a plan that would offer Guard members free tuition to state college.
And as the Kings search for a new head coach, we have an update tonight on the former head coach Rick Adelman. We'll find out who's courting him to take over their team.